Thanks for joining us. I'm Liam Martin with the WBZ News Update. Our top stories: the state Senate passed a spending bill last night that could help with the migrant crisis here in Massachusetts. It includes $250 million to help emergency shelters housing migrants and homeless families. The money covers several programs and would require the government to submit reports on the shelter crisis every 2 weeks. Lawmakers have until the end of the day to negotiate a compromise between the state House and Senate, or risk having it held up until the new year. Students finally going back to class this morning in Andover as the teacher strike comes to an end. The new contract does give educators a raise and paid parental leave. The school committee says in order to make that happen, program service and staff cuts will be happening, but as of right now, it's unclear what those cuts will be. Brookline is one step closer to addressing a new Massachusetts affordable housing law. The MBTA Communities Act requires cities and towns served by rapid transit to dedicate a certain amount of space to be zoned as multifamily. Last night, Brookline passed a zoning change that will increase housing in the town by about 1,000 units, mostly on and near Harvard Street. Let's get a check of your next weather forecast now with meteorologist Jason Michael. Hey, Jason.
Let's break down this forecast, Liam, on this Wednesday morning. Plenty of blue across the map, plenty of cold air filtering back in. Area of high pressure to the south of us, area of low pressure to the north of us. So that's going to be our next weather maker inbound to the region. Splashes of green indicating some warmer air is beginning to move back in. This is great news for us because late last night, skies cleared, temperatures fell, as well as the cloud cover really allowed for the blanket of cold air to move back in, which is why we've had a lot more 20s waking up this morning as opposed to the 30s that we had yesterday morning. Some warmer 40s you can see there along the Cape as well as the islands this morning, roughly about a 3 to 4 degree warm up for them. Into the afternoon we go. We can expect temperatures to climb into the upper 40s, perhaps even low 50s. 52 is the average high temperature for this time of year. So any sort of outdoor activities you want to do today, maybe you go to a few games, maybe you do some yard work, you can do it today, tomorrow, as well as on Friday. By Saturday, we start to change things up a little bit. Obviously, the weekend comes, rain moves back in. Surprise, surprise. Latter half of the weekend, though, looks really good. Next 24 hours, not that bad. Next 48 hours, not that bad. Next 72 hours, again, not that bad. Once we get towards the maybe 68th, 69th, maybe even the 70th hour, that's when things start to change up a little bit. Let's widen up the view here. Stable conditions right now. We're watching a system to the north. We're watching a system to the south. The one in the south, though, wow. It's bringing some flooding rains to portions of the Florida region. Both of those are going to be moving to the I-95 corridor once we get into the latter half of the weekend. Thursday begins with a little bit of cloud cover, and then we get rid of that. Lots more sunshine moving back in. Friday, we increase the cloud cover later on in the day as this frontal boundary just crawls eastward here. It's likely going to interact with this area of low pressure crawling up the eastern seaboard. That's likely have a lot more rain to mix on in with it. If it stays farther to the east, less rain for us. It moves farther to the west, more rain for us. However, we're still going to be in the warmer sector, so we're not expecting any sort of widespread deluge of activity. Late Friday night into Saturday, a meteor shower moves into New England. I don't think we'll stand a really good chance of sort of seeing that, though, because of the clouds and rain in the forecast. However, look for it. Likely have 15, maybe more than 15 meteor showers happening in that period. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday looks great, Liam. You can see some 20s and 30s, really chilly in the overnights.
All right, Jason, thank you. I'm Liam Martin. This has been a WBZ News Update. Have a great day, everybody.